Now, before we enter the recovery phase of narcissism, there are a few things that are important to understand. And most of it is answering the question, how the hell did I get myself into this mess? Now let's get into it. How narcissists shatter self-esteem. Imagine your self-esteem as a delicate mirror, and when you first encounter a narcissist, they present themselves as skilled mirror makers. They reflect back all the best parts of you. And they're tricky, these narcissists. They build up your self-esteem. You see yourself in the narcissist reflection of you. And that reflection is flattering. They bring up all the best parts of you. But you know what? It's too good to be true. Chances are it's too good to be true. Is that reflection that they give you. It's what they want you to see. It's what they want you to feel. At first, the narcissist appears as just, this oasis, this life that appears in the middle of the desert of your life. It's just a source of comfort, a source of understanding, a source of support. In your mind, what they want you to believe is that you found your Obi-Wan Kenobi that's guiding you through all the twists and turns of existence. But this is where we need to hold on to our lightsabers, because the dark side is about to reveal itself. This oasis that they created for you, it isn't real. It's an illusion. It's a fabrication. And it's made of just narcissistic smoke and mirrors and projection of everything that they think you want in a life partner. They just reflect it back to you. And you see it because that's what you want to see. And then they take joy in shattering that. There is a facade crumble in the narcissist world. And it can feel like you're a character in a Dickens novel where you find yourself just craving the approval and kindness from a narcissist. It's like Oliver Twist that's just holding out this emotional bowl, hoping for scraps of understanding from your narcissist just to fill this starving heart that they've sucked dry. This is where they feel like they have all the power. And what was a flood of love and affection, suddenly the tap just gets turned all the way down to just a tiny drip. Oh, you want my love and affection, the narcissist will say? Well, here's a breadcrumb. Just a tiny little morsel, just a little bit. It's all I'm going to give you. It's all you deserve right now. It's like, it's nonsense. They just don't want to fake the love anymore. Faking it is just too hard. It's too much energy. That's where you see themselves, their soul. It's just a whole lot of emptiness. That's kind of when you realize this darkness, this emptiness inside the narcissist's chest is what they really are. And they actually don't have any genuine love and affection to give you. And at this point, you'll take the lie, you'll take the disbelief, but somehow even that doesn't feel real and that doesn't even feel genuine. So if you remember earlier on in the relationship when everything felt so loving and so affectionate and they were reflecting back all the love that we thought was just infinite forever and ever. You remember that deep understanding that the narcissist just kind of created, that just kind of fabricated, that felt so real? Well, this is where the things start to crack. This beauty, this richness, this real color just dries into this dull, cracked, lifeless image. And this is where we realize that the narcissist's understanding of who you are wasn't rooted in empathy at all. It was just like a mirage in a desert oasis of their soul. And it's infected your emotional landscape, leaving you feeling deserted and lonely and dissociated and disconnected, longing for just human attention, human affection that you thought was originally real. And yeah, it looked real, but if it was real, then why can't I hold on to it again? As soon as you reach out for it, it just disappears like magic. When the mask kind of comes off and we just can't see them for who they are anymore, when we're sucked in this narcissist world and narcissist web in the beginning, when the mask starts to crack in this descent phase, the narcissist that once provided us emotional nourishment that felt like all-you-can-eat buffet at Hogwarts. It's just like those house elves that go around and just stop serving dinner, take all the food away. So is a narcissist. Slowly you find your emotional plate is empty and you're left feeling more deprived than, a hobbit without second breakfast. And then the hunger pains kick in. There was just so much to feast on before. And the narcissists, they seem so generous with their love and with their affection. It's like, what happened? A narcissist just isn't capable of just keeping this feast, this all-you-can-eat buffet of love and affection going for very long periods of time. It's too much work for the narcissist. And that's when you realize it's just like that buffet isn't real. And the Sunday bar, there actually never was a Sunday bar. There's no more sprinkles. There's no more chocolate chips. There's no more Sunday machine. There's no more cups. There's no more spoons. Turns out all that stuff was just pretend. It was rental. They just borrowed it. for a couple hours just to say that, yeah, I'll make you pretend that this I got this Sunday bar for you, and it's not. Now let's look at the other side of the narcissistic dance. The narcissist hunger, it becomes really insatiable. It's like the narcissist infects us with their criticism like a swarm of locusts that are descending upon a cornfield. The narcissist finds flaws in our character faster than Dr. Phil can see the flaws in teen wisdom. And it gets so confusing sometimes. You're wondering, am I the protagonist or am I the antagonist in this twisty little narcissistic narrative? This is where you realize in this drama that they've created that you're the food and you don't get to eat anymore. No more love, no more compassion, no more empathy. That's all dried up, gone. Not only will a narcissist take your wounds and exploit them, they'll also put salt on your wounds. Narcissists hunt for insecurity and wounds that you shared with them in that moment of vulnerability earlier on in the relationship when your narcissistic partner became, their ammunition. Those insecurities and those wounds that you shared with them in those moments of intimacy, those vulnerabilities, what the narcissist partner does is it looks at them and it packs them away and it uses them for ammunition later, just bullets in a gun that they're waiting to shoot at you. It's like the narcissists are just arming themselves with this emotional arsenal of your weaknesses and your vulnerabilities that they will later deploy with surgical precision, targeting your weakest spots with the skill of a sniper that can take down his target from like a mile away. And that's when you realize that the narcissist psychological onslaught is more brutal than, the fight at the end of Avengers Endgame. It's just sheer chaos and terror, and everything is going at you in all different directions, and you're completely lost in it. Just being attacked by every single direction, by all their different personalities, by all their weapons that they've stored, all your weaknesses that they use against you. This is the narcissist stuck inside their own little narcissistic delusional bubble of grandeur. Will pick apart any genuine flaw, and the narcissist will even invent flaws that aren't even real. And they'll just pull it, right out of their butt, just right out of their pants. Just make this up. I made it up right now. This is your flaw now. I decided, right? It's as if they're writing this dystopian novel where you're the enemy of every storyline. And your self-image, what happens to your self-image at that point? It just crumbles under the weight of this just imaginary narcissistic critiques, taking with it whatever's left of self-esteem and self-worth. It's so absurd. It's ridiculous. In the narcissist's twisted little narrative, you, the victim, become the villain. It's stupid. I know. And the blame shifting is just like, when you flip over the sand in a sand timer, it's just victim villain. No, I'm the victim, you're the villain. They just do that, just like that, because they can. They just flip flop, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Oh, you think you're the victim? No, I'm the victim, you're the villain. It's just the way the narcissist's mind works, because they can change reality, just like that. Just switch roles, just switch roles. And you find yourself being accused of the very flaws that the narcissist has. Explain that. It actually makes sense to them because they can't see their own flaws. They're like, I know there's flaws here. They can't be mine because I'm perfect. But this is a flaw. It's definitely a flaw. If I don't want it, so I'm going to give it to you. They just seemingly project their traits and flaws onto other people. It's totally the evil queen from, Alice in Wonderland. Reality. This is what I think, right? Facts, only facts. Oh, you have a photo. Oh, yeah, no, it's not real. Oh, you have a recording. Oh, you made a video. That never happened. Okay. The whole point of supply. What is the point of supply? Supply is to erode your self-esteem. As the narcissist chips away at your self-esteem, it's like watching an avalanche come down on you in like slow motion. It's just like piece by piece, your confidence just slowly starts to crumble away until you're left standing in just this rubble of a shattered identity. And you're sitting there at the bottom after all of the games, after everything's over, you're sitting there going, what happened? Who is this person? Who am I? This can't be me. It can't. But I keep hearing this voice. They keep repeating it. They see me as this way. It must be true. If someone else sees it, it has to be true. It has to. They wouldn't lie to me because they love me so much. And it's not true. It's not even a little true. It's all not even this much. No. Nothing. Not even a little bit. It's like their reality is written in sand, and with a swipe of a hand, they can draw a whole new picture. That's the way a narcissist's brain works. He's nuttier than a peanut butter parfait. Narcissists love to create this kind of feeling where you just kind of feel like you're naked in the storm with all your vulnerabilities exposed for your entire world to see. And that's how it feels when the narcissist just lays bare your deepest wounds, leaving you defenseless and raw, like a character in a dystopian novel just stripped of their armor. All your friends, all your colleagues, they're all kind of sitting there as your life's worth, and all the dirty laundry is just thrown out, and the narcissist just kind of throws it out, just right onto the front lawn for the whole world to see. Nothing that you share with a narcissist is kept secret. Everything is fair game for manipulation and control. So if you share something in confidence, the second that their trust in you wanes, or you threaten them in any kind of way, guess what? Boom. If they can hurt you, they will hurt you. That's what they do. There's pain and there's suffering. And you think that, sharing these vulnerabilities showed so much trust, and to have that trust betrayed that quickly, just based on insecurity, it's baffling. It's baffling the extent in which the narcissist will go. I hope this inspires you. And if it has, just give me a like, give me a comment, follow. I have hundreds of videos out there and hundreds more coming.